finally, a good weekend of racing, successful passes, no breakages. Stay tuned and watch what we did do. Alrighty, so we came here last night after work, made a pass. Right off the trailer, right what it should be. 438, 170 mile an hour. Really nice, super clean pass, easy. Only 35 PSI of boost. Only 35 PSI. So it's crazy. That's really good. Now I'll show you the heat, because I do have a heat number of what the oil coming out of the converter was at the 8th mile when I let off. So that'll be interesting. All right, so here you can see this is the pass last night. Really nice, sweet deal. 36. So 36 pounds of boost is all it took. Went 438. Now we go down here and we look at our transmission temperature, which is actually at my number 8 EGT, and that is 545 degrees. 545 degrees. 548 actually. So we know we're right there. That's a whole lot less than 900. It seems like it's a lot. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what it is at the end of a quarter mile, because this converter is significantly different. This thing went up to 8,000, made my 1-2 gear change, and then what's going on is then the converter's catching up. The engine is staying at the same RPM, but it's accelerating, going faster, because the converter is getting tighter and catching up with the car. That's not really correct terminology, but it's the converter it's like well, it's slipping and it's continuing to grab and grab and grab and grab and grab. So while it's doing that, it's keeping the motor at 8,000 RPM. So it never made my 2-3 change, because it never hit my 2-3 change RPM. So I've changed all that stuff around, but it still went 438. Looked great, but definitely way different, significantly different on this torque converter. So I think I've had a problem this whole time for last year, quite possibly. So anyways, we're all set. We're getting ready for round 1 qualifying. So I don't say wish me luck. You pray for me. How about that? That'd be cool. But anyways, I think everything's good. We did go back out, try to make a second pass last night. I had changed the parameter in the shifter. Car launched, left great, everything's cool. We hit the 330 and then hit the rev limiter because it didn't shift again. So that's where I've changed all my parameters. I've tested it, ran it through it, except on track. So Lord willing, we'll go out there and be able to hit our shift points. Everything will be nice and should make a good, clean, nice, easy pass. So this pass that we're gonna make here when we go out for qualifying is just going to be this is our baseline. This is it, pass, just the easy base. so we just made that pass against the import guys over there. I cut a 078 light, cut a 079 light, and but that little car, I think I had it too soft because I only went. I only went 114, he went 109, 294, and I'm way down here at 302, so that's way soft. And I only went at 448, so yesterday I went at 438 right off the trailer. I softened it up a little bit, and I quite apparently softened it up too much. So go in and kind of see what's going on, and probably put a little more power back in it. But I leave, and I knew I left good, and then all of a sudden I see him go, I can see him right here, and then I'm right beside him, and then I can see him still hanging there. I'm going, oh crap, oh crap, and then go past the 8th mile and they start pulling on him. I go, okay, good. So, but that car's fast. That car's quick. So now we're going to be running 8th mile. So just 8th mile hits. So that's actually more of a challenge because this car back half's a lot faster, obviously. So we'll be running them and doing front half stuff. And I got to work on the front half anyways because 114, 302 sucks. So I got to fix that. Alrighty, so we got 2 things I wanted to show you. So we pulled the spark plugs out. I put them in my handy dandy spark plug holder, which apparently people really like because I think they're already out of stock since we just did it. We're getting more. We'll get more. But anyways, you can see here, plenty safe, plenty safe, plenty safe. Still safe, but definitely got more temperature. More temperature, more temperature, more temperature, plenty safe. So you can kind of see that by, it didn't even get hot enough to burn anything there. These ones at least had enough temperature to at least to burn the cadmium. So what we're going to do is I'll put a little individual cylinder trim in it. So then I also going to show you, I wanted to figure out what the temperature, oil temperature out of the converter was after a quarter-mile pass. At the end of that quarter-mile pass, you have to go over here just a little bit. Oh, gotta scroll down. Oops. Right there. 615 degrees oil temperature. And I still think that that's all right. Still 400 something, 400 plus on the trans brake, 600 degrees before by the end of the quarter-mile pass. Crazy. I don't even know how that all works like that, but it does. It'll be interesting. I don't know if I'm trying to not even put the car up in the air this weekend, so trying not even put it on projects, trying to do minimal stuff. I just want to check spark plugs, make sure everything was okay. We're gonna put the spark plugs back in. I'll do a little cylinder trim, go back out and try getting after the front half a little bit more. I think I softened it up too much, and the track was probably getting a little greasy because I see it was all over the traction control too. So anyways, 615, hot. Cylinders are looking good. Spark plug holders are running out. But we got other stuff. Anyways, stay tuned for the next pass. Well, we won, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I saw the finish light. A little bugger got out on me. I didn't cut a terrible light with 101, which sucks. He went 640 or 064, and he's still out 60 footed me. So my 60 foot was a little bit better. It went 112. I went 299. Both are pretty slow, but I think the track is just a little bit greasy. And I only went a 440 or a 443, which is terrible. 167. So I'm off right there. The margin of victory was 0.010. So, anyways, I just caught him at the end. I mean, at the end. So, it's all good. I still got to figure out where my ET went. We're still slower than what we were last night. So, go in there and figure out what's going on. I think it's all over the traction control or something. They missed it off camera. They all of a sudden, I think they've changed the order of the race or the scheduling, and they're going to run the race today. Yeah, I think, because all of a sudden they said going into eliminations. It's like, oh, wait a minute, you guys said 5 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock. And so, went up there, or went to put the spark plugs back in after I showed you, and I got the #1 spark plug started wrong, couldn't get this thing in there. They were holding up waiting for us. I ran a tap through the spark plug hole. Clarky went down, borrowed a tap from, who'd you borrow it from, Jimmer? Jimmer Klein. Thanks, Jimmer. Borrowed a tap from him. So I'm here. They're waiting for me up on the starting line, tapping a spark plug hole in my cylinder head because I didn't start it straight. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know. But anyways, the got that all done. Put the spark plug back in there. After I tapped the hole, blew the hole out, put the spark plug back up in there, drove up the starting line and just, won. So, anyways, we need to go a little bit faster though if we want to win this deal for sure. So, hopefully, if they do run it tonight, it'll be later and the air will get better. And I don't know what the DA is right now, but it's probably 90 some odd degrees. So, probably just bad air. That wasn't even an elimination round, but that was our match race against that little import dude. And I'm sorry, just I didn't grab your name, so I'm sorry. Went up there and he got out on me again, and I could see him out here, and he's like right here, and I'm like, he's here, and I'm here, and I'm like at the finish line. So, anyways, gotta do better than that. Well, that was a little bit better. Still a little off, so the thing really should be going 430s and this tune-up, and I went at 442, 169, 75, so 170. So that's not not disappointed with that. Went 670 at 215. So 40 pounds of boost. I guess that's probably about right. It's because the air is pretty bad here. So I think it would go mid, 660s in better air, better track. I think the track's a little bit marginal. It's a little out there. I mean, it only went 114 60 foot. It even went 112 last time, so it went 297 at 330. So it picked up through there. It's just really slow at a 60 foot. Tech, no, if it does not 60 foot, you ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, if I would have been a 110 60 foot, it would have went a it probably would have went a maybe 659, 58, right around there. But I'm not leaning on it hard at all. I've just got 40 pounds of boost, actually 38, 39 pounds of boost in it. So I'm not doing anything with it. But made a lot of passes so far. That's it. I haven't had, as of yet, have not had some simple little stupid thing wreak chaos. Not yet. So, we'll see.
That's a good 60 foot right there.
I know.
That's the fastest we've been.
Fastest 60 foot. Fastest 60 foot to date. 110. Only, we're so close to 1-0. I'm gonna try this next pass. Now typically, this 110 is the magic speed spot where it breaks everything. Rear end wise, drive shaft wise, everything wise in this heavy a car. So, hanging right in there, feeling good. I'll actually look at stuff though. And 434, that's not too bad. 167's a little down on mile an hour, I'm not sure why. And then I'll take a look at that. I might, embarrassed to say, I will bet you I was lifting. It's a sissy factor, I suppose, because I felt it take off and it was like, and I probably just feathered off
unconsciously. I didn't intend to lift, but I did lift at the big end because it only went 213. Because I got the, if you listen, you can hear the brakes squeaking, because when we were at Byron, they had that super short shutdown. It pulled the chutes really late and wore right through my brakes and boiled the fluid out of them and couldn't stop. Didn't have time to put my new TBM brakes on because they didn't get here till yesterday morning, so I didn't have any time to put them on. And so I don't have a lot of brake. And so I'm like nervous. I'm like pulling the chute well before the 1,000-foot mark. So I guarantee you the chutes were out when it crossed the finish line. Guarantee the chutes were out, and I know for a fact I lifted before the starting line because I'm like nervous. Like I just want to make sure this thing stops. But that's a nice pass. I think that's let's see, it'd be is that 3 today? Is that 3 passes today, or is that 4? 3? 3 passes. 1, 2. No, that's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, I raced that white card twice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 4. So this is 4 passes too. I said, so that's 6 passes.
2 weeks.
We only got a few more to go. All right.
Do a transmission line up or something. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, is y'all in the car? No, that's like the 3rd time that's happened, so.
right, so what you saw there was a line that vibrated loose on my transmission. So all I did was spray a mist out down there. It really wasn't that big a deal. I think and ironically enough, he red lit against me, so I actually won the round. But the car that would be racing next is quite a bit fast. He's going 630s regularly. I was hoping to go a 650 right there. I think we're gonna clean things up and then kind of make a decision on. I'm gonna start it up. I'm thinking of, going, and I would probably make a pass on it. I really don't. I don't think it'd be a big deal, but my wife now doesn't want me to make a pass. She doesn't feel good about it, so I might not make a pass.
Just go up there like you're going to make a pass.
Yeah, that's what I was just
thinking.
Yeah, I might just go up there and just break me.
Yeah.
Of course, I wouldn't. Of course, I don't plan on doing a burnout. If I didn't do the burnout, well, I think let's get it cleaned up. We'll start it up and make sure it's not leaking, because for sure there was one line that was loose and that vibrated loose. So be something we'll have to figure out how to check or look at. Maybe it's probably, and it was the looped line because I wanted to run it without the transmission cooler, because we're not doing a drag and drive stuff. We have the big cooler here, and so we've been using that. And honestly, I think what probably happened is hooking the cooler up, it bumped it a couple times, and I think it probably, I think that's probably one of the things that made it loosen up. So anyways, I think we're gonna, I already got it tightened up. I mean, this is like, I think we'll start it up here just to see what it'll do. Add some fluid. All right, so here is the decision of what we decided to do. So I am super happy that I didn't break anything. Actually, I did not break anything. I did not. I am super happy with that. Made it to the final round. We're not gonna go do the final round. That guy, the guy in the red Supra that I would be running, has run 630, 640 every single pass. So I was just trying to sneak up on a 650 pass. So he's got me covered a little bit. My wife doesn't feel comfortable. I gotta trust her judgment on that whole deal. Starts, I mean, you just hear it right there. I mean, it would probably go out and go 50 right now. I could probably go 40 or so, but it is covered with oil. It is underneath the car. It's dripping. Screw it. I most likely wouldn't win, so I'm happy right where it's at. It was just a loose line, and I think probably what happened is we put the trans cooler on, and I'm pretty sure we might have hit the line maybe just one time too many. You kind of, sometimes you like push on something and it gets loose. Absolutely 100% not any big deal whatsoever. Did I miss the opportunity of a final round of 99 or probably 95% chance of getting beat? Yeah, but I'm super happy. But what did I tell you? It is the smallest, littlest things that always screw you over. A stupid loose line. And it wasn't loose when of course I take it back, it wasn't loose when we went up there, because did the burnout, backed up, was fine. And right when I was on the two-step, I saw a puffing oil, or I'm sorry, not puffing oil. I saw smoke, or what looked like smoke, right in the bell housing area. And the light came down. I let go of the button. It shook real hard, and then all of a sudden,
a little bit of oil sprayed on my face, and I said, ah, screw it, and I pulled over on the side of the track. So that's where we're at. So anyways, a lot of cleaning up, but once again, I got a car that is never gonna rust, ever. So we're going to, it's late, we're gonna start packing up. I appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe, and come back and see what else we got going on. But hey, made it all the way through an event. Runs like $1 million bucks. I'm super happy with it. Everything's all cool. Didn't break anything. So darn close to that 1060 foot, which would have made me really super happy. I was really hunting for it on that shot right there. But everything's great. There's no leaks right there. I mean, starts up, it's fine. It absolutely was just one line, one fitting was loose. So anyways, we'll get that all permanently fixed, or try to figure out how we can permanently fix that, and we'll be back, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say. I'm Steve Morris. Have a great night, day, whatever it is.